All right, let's dive right in because we're talking about a huge moment for crypto. A single move from one of the most trusted companies on the planet that could totally change how we think about digital money, especially the ones that, started out as a complete joke.
That's right. It felt like it happened overnight. The line between internet hype and what's in your actual wallet, it just got completely erased. So how in the world do we get here? Well, it all kicked off with one of the biggest names in the payment game.
So picture this. It's July 2025, and PayPal, well, they just dropped a bombshell. They rolled out this massive crypto payment solution for all their US merchants. And this wasn't some tiny pilot program. No, this was a full-on integration that sent shockwaves through the entire crypto world.
And get this, the sheer scale of what they did is just staggering. It wasn't just the usual suspects like Bitcoin and Ethereum. Oh no. PayPal greenlit payments for over 100 different cryptocurrencies. This includes the big meme coins like Dogecoin and Shiba Inu, and even some of the wilder, politically themed tokens. I mean, seriously, that's the part that nobody saw coming.
This all boils down to one really important concept: real-world utility. You see, for years, the biggest knock on meme coins was, sure, but what can you actually do with them? They were just things to trade. PayPal's move just smashed that barrier. It instantly turned these speculative assets into something you could actually use to, say, buy a coffee or order a pizza. And that right there is the heart of this story. All of a sudden, meme coins are being taken seriously. The whole narrative is shifting right before our eyes, from being an inside joke on the internet to being a payment option in your actual shopping cart.
Let's just break that down for a second. The old story was all about pure speculation, right? You'd buy a coin because of some hype, hoping it would just skyrocket. But this new narrative, it's all about usability. These coins are actually perfect for small stuff, like micropayments or tipping creators online. And the best part for sellers? They don't have to worry about the price swings because PayPal just converts it to regular cash for them instantly.
Okay, but how do we actually know this is a real shift and not just more smoke and mirrors? Well, you follow the data. Thanks to on-chain analytics, we can literally watch how the most experienced traders, the folks we call smart money, reacted in real time.
And whoa, the reaction was fast and it was big. Within just 48 hours of the PayPal news breaking, these smart money wallets tripled the amount of cash flowing into coins like Dogecoin and Shiba Inu. This wasn't just random people jumping on a trend. This was seasoned investors recognizing that the fundamental rules of the game had just changed.
And when you dig into that data, you can see the super clear three-step pattern emerge. First, the smart money floods into the established coins like Doge. Next, a whole new wave of tokens pops up, with names like @Tips or @Merch, all built for this new payment world. And then, finally, we start seeing new merchant trial wallets appear, as businesses start kicking the tires on these new crypto payment systems. It's a whole new ecosystem blooming.
But this is where the story gets so much bigger than just buying stuff in the US. What PayPal did here could spark a full-blown revolution in global payments, taking a direct shot at the slow, expensive, old-school banking system. And here's the kicker. Just look at the cost difference. PayPal is saying that using these new crypto payment rails could slash cross-border transaction fees by up to 90%. 90! For a small business trying to sell products around the world, that's not just a nice little discount. That is an absolute game changer. And we're already seeing these ripples spread across the globe. There's a ton of new money flowing into fast, cheap networks like Solana and Base. We're seeing huge growth in the number of crypto holders in places like Turkey, India, and Latin America. And maybe the coolest part? Web3 creators can finally get paid for their work by anyone, anywhere in the world, without needing a traditional bank.
Now, let's be real. Whenever you have a massive opportunity like this, you know there are going to be risks. It's just inevitable, right? The space is moving at lightning speed, and that makes it a perfect playground for bad actors to try and take advantage of all the excitement.
So the most important question for anyone looking at this space becomes, how do you navigate this safely? How can you possibly tell a legitimate project that has real potential from a scam that's just designed to take your money?
Well, this is where data becomes your absolute best friend. Think of modern analytics platforms as a high-tech background check for any token. Worried about a rug pull? They give you real-time security audits of the code. Worried about the founders secretly selling off their coins? You can track every single transaction. You can even analyze who the holders are to see if it's real people or just a bunch of bots.
So when you zoom out and you put all of these pieces together, it becomes pretty clear that this is way more than just a new feature on PayPal. We are literally watching the foundational infrastructure of a new kind of economy get built right in front of us.
There's a perfect analogy for this. You know how companies like Stripe and Shopify basically built the engine that made it easy for anyone to open a store online in Web 2? Well, that's exactly what's happening here for Web 3. These real-time data platforms are becoming the new engine, providing the trust and security needed for this whole new world of commerce to work.
So let's bring it all home. PayPal just blew the doors wide open. They took the simple, everyday checkout page and turned it into crypto's new frontier. And as we all move forward, the question is no longer if you're going to use crypto to buy things, it's which one are you going to use.